Okay. So in this chapter, we have already seen a map is a drawing that gives us information about particular place. Okay, map also represent the real world by showing different sizes and sh- and shapes of the different country. They also help to figure out where you are and how to get there, where you want to go. This all we have studied in the map. Okay, so our learning objective are first one is that is introduction to map. So what is map and why map study is so important in geography? Okay, we have seen then different types of maps, then elements of maps, then map scales and types of map scale. So students, let us understand what is maps. Here we have seen a map is a drawing that gives us information about a place at a particular time. Okay, maps are a representation of a real world drawn accurately on a flat surface, but many a times smaller than that place itself. Okay, so a map presents information about the world in a simple visual way. They teach about the world by showing different sizes and shapes of countries, location of features, and also distance between the places we can see in the map. Maps are one of the oldest form of non-verbal communication. Here, every culture in every part of the world makes and uses maps. All the information about one place cannot be put in a single map. Okay, different aspects of different places can be shown in different types of maps. For example, map can show distribution of things over earth, such as settlement patterns, population, etc. Okay, now importance of map. Why? So students, now let us understand why map study is important in the geography. Okay, so students, if you have ever used map, you will know that map contain lot of useful information. Yes or no? So map reading and map drawing are two important skills to learn in the geography. Which are the two important skills? Map reading and map drawing are two important skill which is learned in the geography. Maps also use different kinds of symbols like lines and different colors to show features such as rivers. Then we can also see, yeah, blue color denotes river. Very good. Roads, cities, or you can see brown color is mainly used for mountain. This all are the symbols helps us to visualize what things on the ground actually look like. Okay, map also help us to know different what we can say states or country distances, so that we can know how far away one thing is from another. Yes or no? So we use maps for many different reasons, but in most cases to help us a particular activity. Okay, here are the some of the examples why the maps are extremely useful. For example, we have already taken if you are going to hill walking or cycling, you need to know how steep the ground is and how long it will take you, means the distance which is covered by you is. Okay, we have to see how the steep of the ground is and how long it will take you to cover it. Or for long, what we can say, road journey, you need a different type of map to help you to find the best route or planning to build a home. Will also require a very detailed information of your location to find out about the facility and amenities in that area, as you can see in your Google map also. Okay, sometimes what happens, if we are going in a wrong way, it shows it recenter the road. Yes or no? It recenter the image what we are seeing. Okay, if we take wrong turn, and you can see below that you can see different kinds of restaurant, hotels, then food items can be shown for advertisement where these locations are. Okay, which, yeah, so this is how the importance of maps are used by us. Now, different types of maps are there. We have seen already political and physical maps are there. Okay, so students, there are basically how many types of maps are there? There are two types of maps are there. First one is political maps and physical map. Now what are political map? So students, a political map representing any countries, states, towns, as well as location of capitals and major cities denotes a political map. Okay, a political map is totally different from other type of map. Why? Because it only focuses on government policies or administrative boundaries rather than geographical, or we can see different sort of physical map. Okay, now physical features instead of showing viewers what exists in the land. Okay, it shows those imaginary line that serves to separate countries, states, territories, and city. Okay, this is all about the political map, totally representing what? Countries, states, territory, and city. And it is regulated by a government or administrative boundaries. Cleared? Cleared? Yes or no? Okay, Nimisha, thank you. Now, next one is physical map. Okay, and this physical map, okay. So the next one is the physical map. Now, what are physical map? Map showing natural features of the earth. Okay, such as mountains, plateau, plains, then rivers, ocean, etc. This all are physical map. So a physical map is a depiction of the geographical features of an area. Okay, so physical map does not contain man-made features. For example, a physical map will be a map of what you will see. Okay, if you were looking down on the earth from the space, it is a physical map. We can see, yeah, natural resources such as mountain, river, ocean, and all. Okay, so we also use other types of map. So here are the other types of maps. There are many types of map, that is historical map, road maps, then climate maps, natural resources map, then land use map, population density map, etc. Okay. Now let us understand what is 5 element of map. Okay, you have to write what we can say. If it will come in the exam, you have to mention all the 5 important elements with proper meaning. Okay, so how many types of elements are there? There are 5 important elements, that is title, legend or a key, then compass, scale, and insert map. Okay, so each element has its own purpose. This all elements have, each one has different purpose. So first one is, that is the title. So the title tells you the purpose, okay, of the map. Okay, so here you can see the name of the country is given here. Here. Okay. Here you can see the United States are given. This is the heading of the map. Means title is given. Now second one is legend. Okay. So the legend or a key shows you what symbols are on. Okay. The map, or what symbols on a map, means the compass. Okay, is a directional arrow. You can take the screenshot also with the help of, like we can say, pictures. You can elaborate it and you can write it properly. So it is a directional arrow, shows direction on the map. The scale is shown to show distances between objects on the map. Okay, so the insert map is a smaller map that shows a larger area of land around the map. Okay, cleared. Now next. So this activity we have already seen and we have done with this. Yes, this also completed. Yes, this is also completed. This is also completed. Yeah, this one. Now your map scale means what? What do you mean by map scale? Why we are studying map scale? So in a map scale, it is essential to correlate the distance between the 2 points. Just a minute, let me show the 2 points. Here is the 1, here is the 2. Okay, so there are 2 points here we can see. A and B. Okay, so in a map scale, it is essential to correlate the distance between the 2 points on a map and the actual distance between these 2 points on the ground. Okay, now the ratio of a map distance to the ground distance is a map scale. Okay, to draw a map true to scale, it is essential to know the ground distance. This distance are measured during surveying. Okay, so it is important to, what we can say, these 2 points on a map and the actual distances between these points on the ground, it is known as map scale. So there are 3 ways of expressing the scale on a map. It is very important. So listen carefully because it will come in the exam. So there are 3 ways of expressing the scale on a map. There are 3 type of scale on a map. I am saying again and again. Listen carefully. So first one is verbal scale. Second one is numerical scale. Third one is geographical linear scale. Okay, Here you can see 3 scales are given. First one is verbal scale, numerical scale, and then last one that is graphical, or you can call as linear scale. So let us study one by one. First one is verbal scale. So here a verbal scale is one in which distances are expressed with the use of words indicating measurement. For example, if the scale is 1 centimeter is equal to 60 kilometer, okay, then centimeter is the unit of the distance on the map and kilometer the unit of the distance on the ground. Here you can see it is quite light, but see here 1 centimeter is equal to 60 kilometer. It is given in your textbook also. So here a verbal scale also referred to as a word statement or scale expression is where the response option are totally presented to the respondent using words, whether spoken or written. It is also expressed with the help of with the use of words. For example, you have to write meaning and example. Okay, if it will come in the exam, you have to write the meaning and example. If example is not written, I will cut the marks. Okay, so for example, 1 centimeter is equal to 60 kilometers. Now next one, that is numerical scale. So the scale is expressed as a ratio. For example, in 1:60,000. Okay, so here 1 represent the distance on a map, and 60,000 means what? It represents this distance on the ground. So this is 60,000 times the map distance. It is known as representative fraction. Cleared? This scale only numbers are used. In this method, there are no words using indicating measurement. Here you can see in the red box 1:60,000. This represent the numerical scale. Okay. Okay. So the numerical scale is expressed as a ratio. Okay. Only you have to remember the ratio. Okay. For example, 1:20. Any example you can give in the exam. Okay. So I have given 1:60,000. So 1 represent the distance on the map, and 60,000 represent the distance on the ground. Okay, cleared numerical scale. Okay, thank you. So now next one, that is geographical, or we can, yes, should be, yes, correct. So geographical linear scale, this scale is shown graphically on a map. Okay, so the distance between any 2 points on a map is measured with the help of linear or graphical scale. Okay, here you can see in the red box how the linear scale have been measured. Okay, some kilometers are given 10, 5, 0, okay, 20, 30, 40, 50. This all are the kilometers given. So if a ruler is not available during to measure the scale, what we have to do? Okay, yeah, sorry, 60 lakh is there. Okay, by mistake. Okay, if a ruler is not available, then a compass is used. A blade of grass or for curves, a thread can be used. Okay, what happened if the ruler is not there? Then we have to use a compass. Okay, and a blade of glass or for curves, a thread can be used for measurement the actual distance between the places on the map. Okay, this much is clear to you. There's three types of scale. First one is verbal, then second one is numerical, third one is linear scale. It will be as also called as graphical scale. Now let's move further. Here you can take the screenshot. Okay, so in the following figure, some locations within the premises of a university are given. So the distance between the statue and the entrance gate is 0.5 kilometer. So what is given in this, what we can say, the distance between the statue and the entrance gate is given, that is 0.5 kilometer. Okay, so students, I would like to ask you one question, that how much 1 kilometer will become a meter? 1 kilometer is equal to dash meter. Okay, Salim, very good. Shubhi, very good. Dhananjay, very good. Okay. Other students, yeah, Suryanshu, very good. Janvi, wrong. Tanmay, right. Okay. So all have, most of the students have given the right answer. That is 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. So that means what happened, you know, this 0.5 kilometers will turn into 500 meters. Means what? Half kilometer. Cleared? So the direction between the statue and the entrance gate is 5 centimeters. As per the given data given, the distance between the statue and the entrance gate is 0.5 kilometers in reality. So it means that the scale is 5 centimeter is equal to 0.5 kilometer. Therefore, what happened? 1 centimeter is equal to how much kilometer? 0.1 kilometer. Cleared? Now next. If you want to take screenshot, you can take and write in your rough notebook, or you can write in your what we can say geography notebook. This sums. Please give me the confirmation. Have you taken the screenshot or not? This you have to do the homework by yourself. I will check it. Okay, thank you so much, students. So let us understand on the basis of the road shown between the two, between the two location, calculate the actual distance between the two location on the basis of the given figure. Refer textbook page number 63, figure number 9.6, that is university premises. Here it has been given first one, that is health center in library, to library. So the distance on a map, it is 9 plus this you have to do. Okay, you can do. Okay, now now let us understand this figure. So on the basis of the figure 9.7, calculate the distance of various locations from the shopping mall and write in the table given below. Okay, this is given in your textbook page number 64. Okay. So where is the vehicle parking? Where is the vehicle parking? So here is the vehicle parking. Okay. So you have to measure this with the help of scale. Just a minute, let me show. I will show you, okay? Just a minute with the help of pen. Okay, 1.3 year. Okay, now 6.5 year. Okay, you have to add with the help of the ruler, you have to measure. Then 3.2 year. Okay, then 3.2, then 4.2 year. Then 6.2 is here. You have to add all this, then we will get the final kilometer, which is 21.4. Cleared. The next one, that is school. Where is school? Here. Okay. So how we will reach there? Just a minute. So from here, see, shopping mall. Okay. We will go here. This is 1.3, okay, kilometer, then 6.5, then 3.2, okay, then it is 4.2, then 2.7. Here we have reached the school. Okay, the distance between the shopping mall to school is 17.9 kilometer. Cleared. Now next one, that is theater. Okay, where is the theater? Here. Popcorn is given. Okay. So how we will go there? 1.3, then 6.5, then 2.4, then last one, that is 1 kilometer. This is how we have reached the theater from shopping mall. Now next one, that is office. Where is office? Here. Okay, this is the office. Then how we will reach there? See, 1.3, 6.5, then 2.4, then 1 kilometer. See, we have reached the office. Cleared. Now next. So now library. Where is library? Here. Okay, this is the library. So from shopping mall to library, we have to move like this. See, 1 point. Sorry, yeah, this is the 9.8. Okay, then 2 kilometer from here, then 0.5 kilometer. So it is near to shopping mall. So here you can measure, you can add all these things, and the kilometer, final kilometer, we get 12.3 kilometers. Now the next one, that is hospital. Where is hospital? Here. So from here 9.8, 9.8, then 1.7, then 1.2. This is how we have reached shopping mall to hospital. Cleared. Okay. So now next one, that is park. Okay, where is park? Anyone can see the park? Here. Okay, here we can see the park. Okay, so here we have to go like this. From shopping mall, 0.3, then 6.5, then 3.2, then 6.7, then 1.6. This we have to add, then we will get the 19.3 kilometers. We will reach the park. Now next one, that is lake. Now where is lake? Where is lake? Here. So it is quite what we can say near to this shopping mall. Okay, so 2.5, 2.7 from here and 1 kilometer from here. So the total, how many kilometers? 3.7 kilometer far away from the shopping mall. Now next one, that is zoo. Where is zoo? Here, the animals are there, na? So how we will reach there? 0.3 from here, then 6.5 from here, then 3.2, then 6.7, then 2.7. Total how many kilometers are there? 20.4 kilometers will be measured from shopping mall to zoo. It is very easy, na? Okay, now residential building. Where is the residential building? It is here. See. Okay, so 1.3 from here, then 3.9 from here, then 0.2 from here. Okay, cleared? This is how we will reach residential building. So it takes 7.3 kilometers from shopping mall. Okay. Now here you can see the length of the river. Okay. So where is the river? Can you see? Can you see the river? Where it is? Give the reply through chat box. Where it is? It is in which color? Yeah, Tanvi, very good. Siddhi, right. Okay. So here you can see. Here you can see. Just a minute. See, here you can see in the blue line, the river is there. Very good. Means you are paying attention. Okay. So we have to measure this river, and this river is 18.2 kilometer with the help of thread, or you can take a compass, or you can take a ruler. Okay, this is how you have to measure the length of the river. Cleared? Now next one is the large scale map. So what is actually mean by the large scale map? So the large scale map is one in which a given part of the earth is represented by the large area on the map. Okay. So the large scale map generally shows uh, what they have shown more details than the small scale map, because at a large scale there is more space on the map, so in which more features can be shown. This is how we can see the large scale map. So the large scale map shows detailed information such as country map, or you can take an example that is town map. Okay, or city map, etc. Cleared? So the large scale maps gives detailed information about small area. Yeah. So generally maps having a scale of 1:10,000 or greater representative fraction are called as large scale map. For example, maps of village, city, maps of schools, maps of farms, maps of agriculture field, etc. are the examples of this large scale map. Now next one, that is Now the next one is small scale map. So the small scale, yes, yes, Dhananjay, very correct. So here you can see the small scale map. The small scale map is the one in which a given part of the earth is represented by a smaller area on a map. So small scale map generally shows less detailed than the large scale. Okay, so students, what happened? The small scales maps are generally given the information about the large area. Okay, so generally what happen, scales with representative fractions less than 1 is to 10,000 are called as small case. Okay, you have already seen in this what we can say large scale, it is how much? 1 is to 10,000 greater. Okay, greater. And in this small scale map, it is less than. Okay, cleared the difference between the small scale and large scale. So here are the few examples of small scale map. That is, first one is atlas map. So students, you what do you mean by atlas maps? Can anyone say? What do you mean by Atlas map? ATLAS. What do you mean by this Atlas map? Give me the reply through chat box. Okay, Tanmay, very correct. No, Dhananjay, wrong. No. Yes, I want answer from you. Yes, Suryanshu, very correct. Very correct. So here the Atlas map means collection of map. Okay, so it is a typically a bundle of map of earth or a region of earth. Okay, cleared. Yes. So yes, then second example is world map, then maps of states, maps of countries, then maps of continents. These all are the examples of small scale map. If it will come in the difference between, you have to mention all this point with example with meaning. Okay. Now next one, that is okay. So let us have a quickly recap what we have studied today. Okay, we have studied a map. Okay, what do you mean by map? A map is a drawing that gives us information about a particular place. Okay, so map represent the real world by showing different sizes and shapes of country. Now, second one, what we have learned in the importance of map. Yes, in the importance of map, we have seen map reading and map drawing. Yes. Yes, so map reading and map drawing are two different important skills to learn in the geography. Okay. Maps use for symbols like lines and different colors to show different features of such as river, roads, cities or mountain. This all of the symbols help us to visualize what things on the ground actually look like. So this is the main and important reason of the map. Okay, now next one, that is types of maps. So there are two different type of maps. First one is political map and physical map. Cleared. Now third one is that it elements of map. We have seen how many elements are there. Yes, very correct. So there are 5 different elements of maps are, first one is title, then legend or key, then compass, then scale, or last one that is insert map. Here we have seen 5 types of elements of maps. Okay, now what is map scale? Okay, to draw a map through the scale, it is essential to know the ground distance. So this distance are measured during surveying while preparing. This is known as map scale. Okay, now type of map scale. There are, okay, yes, there are 3 map scale, that is verbal, okay, numerical, very good, and third one that is linear scale. And okay, so and you should not confuse between the large scale map and small scale map. It is quite different from the types. Okay, so we have also seen, see, the types of map scale means only and only mean by 3 types of map scale. That is, first one I have said you, that is what we can say verbal, then numerical, then linear, or you can say as graphical map. Okay, this what we can say large scale and small scale is different from this type of map. Clear? You should not mix up with that. You should not get confused between all this. Okay, so we have also seen large scale map and small scale map. So here we have completed this chapter, lesson number 9 of your geography map scale. So thank you so much, students, for listening carefully and having patience that you have sit in for longer period of time. Okay, okay. So roll number, I think today's roll number is 21 to 30. I think so. Just a minute. Yeah. So today's roll number is 21 to 30. Those who have that roll number, please raise your hand. 21 to 30. Okay, Mahi, I have unmuted you, beta. Yes, Mahi, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, beta. Now say me, how many types of elements are there?
Element, teacher, title, legend.
Okay. I am saying how many elements are there?
Element.
How many element of a map?
3.
3.
No,
Oh.
5.
Okay. So can you name them?
Teacher, I don't remember them.
You have remember, you are saying the right answer. You can say it again. Title,
Legend, compass, scale, insert map.
Yes, very correct. Now, who will say the next answer? Yeah, mute yourself, beta.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Siddhi. Yes, Siddhi. Are you there? I have unmuted you. Siddhi Tiwari.
Hello, teacher.
Yeah.
Hello, teacher.
So, yes. So
Yes, teacher.
you have to say, give me the answer. What do you mean by map scale?
Teacher, the ratio of the map distance to the ground distance is the map scale. And by
Very
representing the
correct.
map, the distance between the 2 points on the map and distance between the 2 points on the ground should be known.
Okay, very good. Now next one, that is, yeah, mute yourself. Prisha.
Yes, teacher.
Prisha, Yes, beta, give me the answer that how many types of map scales are there?
So 3.
How many types of map scales are there? Yes,
So 3.
3. Can you name them?
Teacher, numerical scale
Yes, very good.
or linear scale or variable scale.
Verbal scale. Okay, thank you. Mute yourself. Okay, Sai, where are you? Yes, Sai.
Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, now say me about what do you mean by numerical scale, map scale?
Numbers that is ratio 1:6,000 on a map.
Yes, can you repeat? I cannot hear you properly. Please give me answer.
Audible.
Yeah.
Numerical scale expresses the ratio, for example, 1:6,000 on a map.
Yeah, but actually the numerical itself you can what we can say आपको ये numerical word से ही पता होना चाहिए कि numerical means what? The numbers. Okay? Yes. So the numbers are used. Okay? This is how the numerical scale are used. For example, 1:2 and fraction. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Mute yourself. Now next one, that is Nimisha.
Hello, teacher.
What we have learned today? What we have learned today? Nimisha, you have unmuted yourself, beta. Muted yourself. Just a minute. Okay. Now say. Yes, say. Chitanmay.
Hello, teacher.
Yes, say beta. What we have learned today?
Teacher, today we learn about maps and the various types of maps, like the verbal map, numerical map, and linear scale map. And we also learn about the large scale map and the small scale map,
Okay.
the graphical scale, and how to measure the actual distance if the scale is given.
Okay. I have to show you something. Just a minute. So here you can see the distance with the help of ruler. You can see here how we can measure the area. Okay, this is 6.5 kilometer. Okay, with the help of ruler, you have to measure this. Okay,
Teacher,
yeah, say what
teacher,
happened?
I wanted to say that how maps are made.
How maps are made, say.
Yeah, yes, teacher. Teacher, actually, my father means first in his early life, he was a CAD operator and a map modifier. So his all work was about the map. So he used to make the map with the help of an app named AutoCAD, and then there are various commands given to that app, and then it converts into real map. And this is how an map is made.
Very good. You have given a very good information about the map. Thank you so much. Okay, even my what we can say, one of my friend is working in the Dubai. She used to operate all the vehicles and all with the help of location given in the map, and where the cars are standing and all. They used to track all these things through the computer. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much, beta. Okay, mute yourself. Now, who will say prayer? Raise your hand, Samartha.
Yes, teacher.
You will say after class prayer as well as Hail Mary. Okay? Tanvi, beta.
Yes,
Tanvi,
teacher. Yes,
you will
teacher.
say Vande Mataram. Okay?
Okay.
Samartha, beta, put on the camera. Okay, thank you. Just a minute. Let me share the screen. Yes, start with the after class prayer.
God of wisdom, I thank you for this study time, this period of grace and understanding. I enable my memory to retain what I have studied, that thus I may grow in true wisdom and may it serve your purpose. Thank you, God. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Blessed are you amongst women, and the blessed is the fruit of their womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Okay, thank you, and start with Vande Mataram. Yes, start beta.
Hello, teacher.
Start with Vande Mataram.
Okay, teacher. Vande Mataram Sujalam Sufalam Malayaj Shitalam Sasya Samalam Mataram Vande Mataram Subrajosna Fulakidayamini Fulak Sumita Gumadala Shobhini Suhasini Sumadhura Bhashini Sukadam Varadam Mataram Vande Mataram Vande Mataram Bharat Mata Ki Jai.
Okay, thank you, students. Bye bye, all. Take care of yourself. God bless you all. Bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.